I'm here with a Barrett from Espresso Outlet, and Barrett's going to show us Wendougee
Yeah.
espresso machine.
I would expect a pre-order here probably within a month. Just to kind of give an overview of this
Yeah.
machine, let's turn on the tablet,
Mm-hmm.
and it's connected already. So this is a dual boiler machine.
Okay.
You can see it has this nice saturated group head on the top,
Okay.
and there's a small boiler. I'll take the top off here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Saturated group head in the front. It's been awesome. Super fast heat up, and the way that it's
Okay.
designed is there's a steam boiler over here underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you turn on the machine, it actually they work in conjunction to each other to heat up this machine in about 5 minutes. So
Wow.
extremely fast heat up for a boiler machine.
Okay.
I'm used to like the E61s, like you're lit, and it takes like 30 minutes.
Takes 20, 30 minutes. Exactly. Correct. Okay, but let me ask you, is that a true boiler or is it like more like thermal block or what kind of mechanism is that?
It's a true boiler. And
wow.
Let me throw it on a tripod. We'll just take a peek in the top.
Yeah.
We'll go over some of these features while we're taking it apart.
Okay.
So you do have your tablet holder on top, and it's removable. So if you don't want to run it with a tablet, or if you want to throw your, like someone said, I'll throw my tablet in a drawer, I think. I'm like, that's a pretty good idea, because he didn't have a whole lot of room above the machine. He has shorter than normal cabinets.
Comes with a tablet?
So the ones that we've gotten for our testing purposes did, but I think the plan is to have them be like a cost adder, because a lot of people, they're going to be specific. I want an Android. I want a Apple tablet. It does run iOS or Android. So this is straight up off the App Store.
Oh, okay. So how's the connectivity? Is that pretty seamless, or
it's pretty seamless? I've not had any issues so far. It's just Bluetooth. There is a charger in the top. It's not a data port; it's a charger. So you can just leave your tablet plugged in with a little coil cord.
Gotcha.
You can see it's really easy to get into. The top just kind of comes off.
Okay.
And there's the back of that. Kind of do like an angle like this. Here's the boiler, and here's the back of that boiler. So it's a saturated group head. And beneath it, you can see kind of the aluminum foil, and that's going to be your steam boiler.
Okay. By the way, is a boiler, is it a brass boiler or stainless boiler?
I believe they're both stainless.
Stainless boiler.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there benefit of stainless versus brass or vice versa?
I'd say traditionally people are kind of getting towards stainless being the preferred boiler. So when I asked the wattage, it's 2200 watts.
Okay.
You will need a dedicated 20 amp receptacle. I mean, it will pull quite a bit of power.
When it comes to gear pump, okay, what's the difference between gear pump versus, let's say, rotary pump?
Yeah, so with a gear pump, there's not too many machines out there that have a gear pump.
That's right.
Your like Bianca's and R58 type, they all come with a rotary, and it just has little impeller vanes. And when there's pressure, you do have like an OPV to circulate back, but if there is enough pressure, it's just going to go past those veins. There's really no way of metering the water that goes through. Where a gear pump is designed to meter stuff. So like in chemical plants and refineries, they all use these gear pumps for a very precise injection of certain chemicals. Well, in this case, what they're using it for is very precise injection of water. So it has an encoder wheel built in, and it knows exactly how many milliliters per second it's pushing to that group head. So it gives you a ton of ability to profile shots without a scale.
So let me ask you, I know, Barry, I know you've been playing with all kinds of machines before. Okay, let's say, your traditional E61 with a dual boiler, with the rotary pump. Compare that to Wendougee. I mean, what's highlights you? I mean, what stands out for you?
I would say the main thing is the ability to do the different profiles. I think that's the thing people are going to be most excited about. I did a video yesterday or a day or two ago. I'm like, you can go get a dual boiler in a lot of different brands. You can go get Joystick and No Burn Steam One and a lot of these things in a lot of brands.
Yep.
The ability to have flow control
Okay.
or pressure control, I think, is what makes this really kind of a special machine.
Okay.
For example, like there's just a 9-bar shot. So when I'm dialing in my grinder, I don't want a profile that's going to have a long pre-infusion. It's going to throw off my grind.
Hey, Barrett, can you close up on the tablet for us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just going through the screen real quick, you have a couple different temperatures, your existing pressure that's on the group head currently. So it's all this like closed loop feedbacks information on the top of the screen. The M button is what I was like talking earlier about, just dialing in my grinder. I don't want to use a profile. This is, you can set it to be whatever bars you want. I just have mine set on a straight 9-bar. You click it, it turns on. You click it, it turns off. There's a cleaning mode, which is kind of boring, but it's pretty cool because it'll just run through that cycle really quick. It'll turn the pump on for 5 seconds. It'll stop for 5 seconds, and it'll do that 3 times. You can set that up however you want, so it's all user configurable. But like if you're in a busy atmosphere, you just wanted to purge your group head real quick, it just really quick and easy. You do have all your settings, which I'm not going to go through, but that's just your settings menu. Off to the side here, you have all these different profiles. Some of them came with the machine. You can see like black tea. It does these really good long extractions. You do need to use like a tea portafilter, but they're actually pretty cheap. They're about $40. I've developed a few curves, so you can make your own curves. And if you look over here, there's like a long pre-infusion, a short pause, and it ramps up to full pressure, and then it just goes until it's done.
Wendougee does the actual pressure profiling, correct? Not the flow profiling.
It can do either.
Okay, so you can do both. I mean, like for example, my Bianca is just a flow profiling, not the pressure.
Correct.
So Wendougee does the actual pressure.
It can do pressure or flow. So like if I flip to a different one, you can see it starts off as flow and ends as pressure profiled.
Gotcha. Comes to a group head. Is that compatible with the E61 portafilter?
Yeah, it's the standard E61 58 millimeter. It comes with, I can pop it out. It's nice and hot. Comes with their brand. It's a 21 gram. I'd say it's a precision or pretty close to precision. Usually I throw a VST in because that's my preference.
That's right.
But I just ran this. I think it's a great portafilter.
And is there separate heating elements within the group head, or just all heat by the machine?
It's all heated by the machine. There's no heating elements that are external. Or like
externalized.
It's not like a boxer group head.
And like you say about fast startup. Can you show us the steam power?
Yeah, it has a lot of steam power. Let's go.
So what is the capacity of the water? Is that what, liter, 1.5?
I think it's 1.5 liters. So the water tank is a bit small compared to some of these other machines that are 2.5. There is going to be a direct connect version. Joe actually has a plumbable version of this. So that's an option. I think it's like $200 more.
And it comes to, how heavy is that? Is that pretty heavy? Or?
So the box, and that's all the accessories and everything included, weighs about 100 pounds. I'd say this machine's about 80 pounds.
Wow, that's pretty heavy.
Powder coated steel. You can get it in black or white. There's going to be eventually some different colors. But we're probably just going to focus on black and white for now. Something that's kind of cool that I've liked. So I had this in my garage for a while. And these feet actually have different positions that you can put them. So you can see there's a hole here and a hole here. So if you have a really narrow countertop, you can move those feet in or out. I've actually kind of liked it like this because I can wipe under it really easy. And if I take this off, it's really clean. It's nice and open. You can wipe under it. The feet aren't in the way. It has a magnet to hold the tray in.
How's the drip tray? Is a decent sized drip tray?
It's not bad, I would say. I mean, a lot of machines, they have these little teeny tiny drip trays. And I feel like this machine it's been pretty decent size. I don't clean it very often.
Okay.
And it is a plumbable drip tray if you would choose.
Okay, and let me ask you, comes the service-wise, I know people wants to know that as well, but some things go wrong with that machine. Who's gonna service it?
It's probably no different than like Rocket, where most people are going to fix it themselves. The components inside, I posted some pictures earlier. The components are a lot of fairly standard parts. You're going to have certain things like heating elements and such, which I don't think I've ever had go out in about 15 years, but it does happen. And we'll stock stuff like that. So it's very easy machine to work on. I showed you could pull the top off.
That's right. That's
one screw on each side, and the panel just pushes to the back. So you can take the body off of this thing in about 60 seconds or less, probably less.
Okay, what kind of warranty you guys are going to offer for that machine?
Warranty? It'll come with our standard 1 year, and we might offer an extended. I haven't been told anything about that yet.
Okay.